Mario, once again, officially, we are past 12 o'clock, midnight, and we are on Friday, November 14, 2025. And so I have cleaned up, as I was saying in my other video, this drawing here of that. I was a little bit embarrassed to show that in one of my videos because it was kind of sketchy, as young people say. Or suspect or sus. So I decided to clean up my own drawing here and just put a little more information, just organize this a little bit better so that this actually helps me burn in my memory when I do this by hand and I force myself to do my own schematics. It just remains in my memory so that when I go and do a wiring diagram, I already know which pins go where. It's already embedded in my memory, so I don't need the schematic anymore. And so I kind of force myself to doing this type of layouts here whenever I work with something that is new to me. In this case, this is new to me. I know that these things have been around for years, and people have been already working with these things left and right. Some people even with their eyes closed. But you're gonna have to bear with me, and if you're watching these videos, and if you're already seeing stuff like that from other people, you don't need to watch my videos. You can just bypass me. Just don't give me a thumbs down because that's a little bit. It's a little bit cruel, I think. So be easy. But this is the way I work, and I just wanted to get that across, and the reason for doing these schematics by hand, because I can include other information that may not necessarily be in the original schematic that just gives you the pinouts. And so by having all these designations here that I traced, and I know for sure that these are what they are by checking against the schematic and the manufacturer information. I know that I know what's going on here. For example, here, I didn't have this 3 volts before. I wasn't sure what this was, and so I actually traced that to that point right there on this board, and sure enough, that's a 3.3 volt, which is needed for 3.5 and not 3.3 and 5 volts are it's all for for electronic circuitry that requires low voltage power. And so of course you have a regulator here that's regulating the input voltage that can be anywhere from 7 to 35. I've seen some information on the internet that says 7 to 16 volts, and some say 7 to 35 volts, but I think it doesn't matter. I'll never be using more than 8 9 volts here. So that's your VN, and then of course you have your 5 volt, which comes from this regulator, and also feeds into this microprocessor unit. These 2 pins right here are associated with these two pads right here, and so